The talk I'm giving to you right now, I gave a version of this 20 years ago to bookstores. I said, this Amazon thing is not a joke. But again, there's a lot of youngsters here. Who's over 45 in here? Raise your hands. You'll remember, people underestimated how big the internet was. They didn't know. I gave a keynote to the taxi and black car service industry in Washington, D.C. in 2011, 12, 13, 14, I don't remember. And they did not take Uber seriously. I know there's people sitting here right now and being like, Gary, you're probably right, but I'm good. I got my shit down, I got my sellers, I got my neighborhood, I'm good. That's what a lot of real estate people said about Zillow.
Based.
My friends, listen to me. You have to take what I'm saying serious. This technology thing is not stopping. It's gonna get bigger. And where there's money, there's interest. And when there's money that's fragmented amongst a bunch of you in small pockets, there's opportunity for consolidation. You are dramatically more vulnerable than you think if you don't start getting serious on building brand. And the place to build brand is social media, and we're very fortunate for that, because unlike the 70s and 80s and 90s and early 2000s, it's free. The reason that so many of these creator brands are causing troubles for big companies like Prime Energy Drink and Poppy and Beastables chocolate is because the reason these companies had big advantages was it was too much money to do television ads and get into Walmart. Now you just can sell on TikTok Shop or Shopify or do TikTok ads and get 40 million views and sell it on your Amazon place. Like, my friends, everything's getting commoditized in the world through technology except the ability to build brand. Your brand, your reputation, your name, your company's name is all you've got.
No.
So I beg you to become a practitioner. Do you know how many people say to me, Gary, especially when they honestly, that book I just showed you, I just read it a couple weeks ago in LA in studio because I wanted to do the audiobook, Real Talk. I was bored. It's so detailed. And so the people that are going through it right now, early people that are reading it, people that are reviewing it, what have you, they're like, man, this is hard. And I was like, no shit. The problem is everything good is hard. Everything good is hard. And people tell me, Gary, I don't have time to do this. I'm like, let me get this straight. You don't have time to get customers? When you tell me you don't have time for social media content, my brain converts it into, I don't have time to grow my business. Too many people are spending their time on dumb shit that doesn't matter. Like an hour and a half lunch, talking about some dumb nonsense that leads to nothing. People in this room right now, and there's many people that have stood up. I'm gonna predict 8 of you are gonna listen to me. I mean this. I believe 8 of the people that stood up will take what I said very seriously, and tonight, in their hotel room, or driving home, or at a restaurant, will make their first really thoughtful piece of social media content and post it on TikTok and Instagram. And of those 8 people, one of them, with no followers, I mean, don't even have an account or post it 3 times a year. One of those 8 people will get something decent happen. Make sure before you do that to get your profile right and have your email and your business linked up there so people can find you. But it is insane to me that I am gonna post something tonight. I have 15 million followers on TikTok. I've been doing this every fucking day for 20 years. And it is insane to me that one of the people that just stood up is gonna post something tonight in video form and get more people to see it than me. If you do not understand what I just talked about for the last 2-3 minutes and why that is an outrageous opportunity, then I don't know what to fucking tell you. For the first time in the history of marketing and selling, you can reach tons of people for free. Social media, watching people complain about social media in business makes me laugh. They're complaining that they're not getting enough people to see their stuff. They're shadow banned. There's too much competition. It's fucking free. It's free. Fuck the algorithm, it's free. Direct mail, billboards, radio, television. How many people here in their career have spent money on a billboard? Raise your hands. Money. How many people have done newspaper ads? Raise your hands. Money. Direct mail. Money. The post office isn't like, hey Stan, I fucking like you, go. They want your money. Commercials, TV local commercials, raise your hand. Money. Google AdWords, raise your hands. Money. This is free. And unlike the last 15 years, where though it was free, it was fucking hard to really grind day in and day out to build a huge following to then cash in on, it is now not even that. If you make one good video, one, you can reach an obnoxious amount of people and something good can happen. I appreciate that. Do you know how insane that is? We are complaining about the single greatest opportunity in the history of marketing. Because other people are doing it too. I really want to leave right now. Like for impact, you know, so that everyone's like, you know, like just to like really get in your fucking dome. But I'll stay, because I'm obligated. I'm literally gonna talk about in detail what I just said. I'm gonna say it again. If you do not understand that you should go home after this, you should probably leave right now and start making pictures and videos in written word. In this business, where you know what territory you're gonna go and Saturday knock on, I can literally be in fucking New Jersey, run ads in Utah, and actually sell against you without physically being here forget about me. I'm just saying if nobody knew who I was, and probably outflank you by spending $200 a day on that neighborhood. My friends, marketing always wins. How many people under 35 in here? Raise your hands. Let me give you, I love it. Let's clap it up for the youngsters. Youngsters, let me give you the preview of what's gonna happen to you. Social media is not gonna be forever. In about 10 to 12 years, you're gonna see videos on me say to you, the fuck are you still doing social media for, you idiot? VR is gonna come. Shit's gonna change. And let me give you a preview. We may never, I mean this, we may never have another era where the distribution of awareness and brand building was free. And so I'm gonna give a preview to all the 35-year-olds so you can watch this one day, probably in VR. And you'll be right back in this room. Instead of being 27 though, you'll be 49. And you're gonna be like, why the fuck didn't I listen to him? Because I'm telling you right now, the 35 and under crowd here is gonna regret not going hard at this next 5 years doing this if they don't do it, because it may never come around again. My friends, we are living in the greatest era of business opportunity. The problem is, we're living in the greatest era of business opportunity. What that means is you're competing with everybody else. You wanna think you're good? Show me. Show yourself. But the opportunity is extraordinary, and I implore all of you to get very serious about something that most people take for granted. Organic social media strategy, creative, do it every day, do it as many platforms as possible, and get good at as many platforms as possible, because it will impact your business, and it will protect you from the people that are doing it.